Who is the best footballer ever to have played in the Premier League?
Ronaldo's my boy.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo.
I do think he's the greatest football player that has ever lived.
Cristiano.
Who's the best player in the world ever?
For me, the best player in the world ever, Diego Maradona.
Me.
Every type of goals. Penalties, free kicks, headers, tap-ins.
Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo! People want to compare me with another player. I'm different than anyone.
God and Cristiano sit side by side.
Wow, what a player.
He's one of the greatest players ever of all time.
Everyone thinks this is the Cristiano Ronaldo who became a legend, a flashy, unstoppable showman, full of step-overs, impossible tricks, and moments that made defenders look completely lost. But honestly, they're wrong. This is the player who became a legend, a cold-blooded weapon. Built for one thing: goals. Because Ronaldo's real genius wasn't just his talent, it was his ruthless ability to destroy the player he used to be, and rebuild himself into something football had never seen before. And that's what makes his story so fascinating. This isn't just the story of a great footballer. It's the story of the greatest transformation of his career. When Cristiano Ronaldo arrived at Manchester United in 2003, he didn't look like a finished footballer. Not even close. He looked like a thrilling, electric promise, a skinny teenager with unbelievable pace and the confidence to believe every defender was simply another opportunity to show what he could do. He wanted the ball, he wanted you one-on-one, and he wanted the entire stadium watching. Step-overs, feints, chops, tricks. Everything was designed to make the defender hesitate, and the crowd explode. And when it worked, it was breathtaking. But there was a problem. For all his brilliance, Ronaldo was still a showman. Sometimes he seemed more interested in entertaining than simply winning. He would perform one step over too many, hold on to the ball for 1 second too long, or choose a complicated trick when a simple pass was the obvious answer. As Rio Ferdinand later explained, they had to kick the entertainment factor out of him and bring out the goals and assists, because the young Ronaldo wanted to beat you, but he wanted to beat you beautifully. He was raw, unpredictable, brilliant, and sometimes inefficient. He was a showman, but a showman couldn't conquer the world. To become a legend, he had to become something else, and that transformation was forged in the intensity of the Premier League, under the watchful eye of Sir Alex Ferguson. Ferguson could see the generational talent, but talent alone wasn't enough. Ronaldo had to evolve. The first transformation was physical. The skinny teenager began to disappear. In his place, a completely different athlete emerged. Ronaldo spent countless hours building strength and power, creating a body capable of absorbing the punishment of English football. He wasn't just a fast winger anymore, he was becoming a power athlete. But the bigger change happened inside his mind. Coach René Moilenstein worked closely with him, trying to change his mentality. The goal wasn't to score the perfect goal, the goal was simply to score. Again and again and again. Ronaldo had to stop thinking about how he scored and start thinking about how often. And that's where the transformation truly began. The showman started to disappear, and the weapon began to emerge. The step over was no longer the main event. It became a weapon, a way to create just enough space to attack. Ronaldo wasn't just a winger anymore. He was becoming an inside forward, starting from the outside, but constantly attacking the most dangerous spaces in the middle. His football became sharper, more direct, more efficient. And then came the 2007-08 season. The world finally saw what the transformation had created. Ronaldo scored an unbelievable 42 goals. With freedom alongside Wayne Rooney and Carlos Tevez, Manchester United's attack became almost impossible to mark. One moment Ronaldo was on the wing, the next he was inside the penalty box, ghosting into space. Like a natural-born striker, get too close, and his pace could destroy you. Give him space, and he could unleash a vicious shot from distance. And then there was his heading. Ronaldo had transformed his physical strength into another devastating weapon. He could hurt you from anywhere. The winger was becoming a complete attacking machine. But just when the football world thought it had figured him out, Ronaldo changed again. The world record move to Real Madrid in 2009 wasn't just a transfer. It was the next stage of his transformation. In Spain, his evolution into a pure goal-scoring machine went into overdrive. He was still playing from the left wing, but that position was almost an illusion, because from there, he was perfectly placed to cut inside and unleash his lethal right foot. The flair was still there. The step dash overs. The tricks. The confidence. All of it remained. But now, they had a purpose. They weren't the objective anymore. They were tools. Everything became about efficiency. Ronaldo was no longer trying to beat every defender. He was trying to beat the entire defensive system. With one perfect movement, one run. One touch, one finish. His game became a science. Space. Timing. Movement. Positioning. Over time, his touches generally went down, while his shot output went up. He was becoming more dangerous, while doing less, and that was the genius of it. Ronaldo was learning how to do more, with less. As the years passed, his explosive pace slowly began to fade. But instead of fighting against it, Ronaldo adapted. Again. This time, he became a predator, a penalty box poacher, a player who could disappear for minutes and suddenly appear exactly where the ball was going to land. He mastered the one-touch finish, the blindside run, the near-post movement, the tiny adjustment that gave him half a second of space. And half a second. Was all Ronaldo needed. He also became one of the greatest headers football has ever seen. That wasn't just natural ability, it was repetition. Timing. Movement. And an obsessive understanding of where the ball would arrive. This final evolution was a masterclass in self-awareness. Ronaldo understood something most players struggle to accept. You can't stay the same forever. Your body changes, your speed changes, the game changes. So you have to change with it. And Ronaldo did. He traded long, explosive runs for short, deadly movements inside the penalty box. He became less involved in building attacks and more obsessed with finishing them. He wasn't the creator anymore. He was the executioner. His time at Juventus, and later his return to Manchester United, proved that transformation. Even as his physical abilities changed, the goals kept coming, not because he was still the same player, but because he had become something even more intelligent, a master of anticipation, a player who seemed to know where the ball was going to be before everyone else. He didn't need to outrun every defender anymore. He just needed to arrive first. And that's the part of Ronaldo's story that people sometimes miss. When you look at his career, you see the highlights. The step-overs, the long-range rockets, the incredible headers, the impossible goals. But underneath all of that, there is a much more interesting story. A story of calculated, relentless, constant evolution. First, the flashy showman. Then, the complete attacking weapon. And finally, the ultimate penalty box predator. Each version of Cristiano Ronaldo. Was built on the ashes of the previous one. Most players spend their careers trying to become the best version of themselves. Ronaldo did something different. He was willing to destroy the old version and build a completely new one. Again and again and again. His greatest talent wasn't just in his feet. It was his mind. That relentless, obsessive, almost frightening desire to improve, to adapt, to evolve, to become whatever the game demanded from him. That is what truly separates Cristiano Ronaldo. Not simply that he was born with incredible talent, but that he refused to let talent define his limits. He built himself. Then he rebuilt himself. And then, he did it all over again. That is how a talented teenager from Madeira became one of the greatest footballers the world has ever seen. So, which version of Cristiano Ronaldo was your favorite? The flashy showman, the complete attacking weapon, or the ultimate penalty box predator? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this story, make sure to like the video. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.